Welcome to the Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French, and I'm here with Dan Colley.
This one's for you, Andy Dick.
What's the deal with that? Is it something happened to Andy Dick? I didn't hear about that.
No, I just miss him.
It was just more of a personal message.
Well, yeah. Well, I was drinking my Fanta pineapple, and it just made me think of Andy Dick.
Okay.
And I miss him now.
All right. That's cool, I suppose.
This contains no fruit juice, by the way.
No.
Yeah. It's just a little tiny bottle. It's like a 12-ounce bottle. It's tiny though.
Of course, it contains no fruit juice. It's Fanta.
Yeah. Well,
it's made out of immigrant tears and.
Do you want to
subjugate populations? Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
The tears of the fallen.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Good job, Squid Game.
All right, Dan.
Have you seen that, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
I saw it pop up on Netflix the other night, but I have not.
No, I don't watch anything. I don't watch anything that's current.
Yeah, I typically don't.
Instead, this week I watched Hooper.
Yeah,
and the Adam West Batman.
I revisited. Well, I watched the new Dave Chappelle special, and I revisited the last Norm Macdonald comedy
Oh, look
special.
at you being all topical with Dave Chappelle.
I got to see it. It's a big new comedy special. Not to get you too excited off the top here, Dan, but I've got a story about sweet savory meat that I think you might be into.
No, make my mouth water.
A meat market in Madison, Wisconsin created a one-of-a-kind item combining a Halloween treat and a Wisconsin staple.
I once went to a bar called the Meat Market.
I'm sure you did. A Halloween treat and a Wisconsin staple. I'm thinking, Reese cup stuffed in a mozzarella stick. It's something like that.
Something like pumpkin cheesecake, man.
No, not that. Jennifer Street Market has a candy corn-filled brat.
That sounds horrific.
Yes, it does. I think the only thing that sounds worse is a bologna log full of circus peanuts. Sounds weird. How
about some candy corn Brunswiger? That sounds delicious.
A can of Spam stuffed with Necco wafers.
Oh, God. Yuck. Necco wafers. Can I just have the Spam, please?
Those looking to obtain this unique creation
are sick in the head and should go seek help.
True, and they'll also have to travel to Madison, Wisconsin. The brat is made with Lake Louis Brewing's Oktoberfest and regular candy corn.
Oh,
not that like artisan handcrafted
gourmet stuff. Yeah.
Just the regular candy corn.
Just fine. So not the what is it? The autumn mix that has the brown in it.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that.
I
means.
like candy corn. Actually,
I hate it.
Oh, I know. Of course,
I so hate it.
I hate black licorice.
I like black licorice.
Well, it's because you're demented.
See, that's why this show works so well, Dan.
That's right. We're like Jack Spratt and the wife?
Yeah, we compliment.
Except neither one of us eat lean.
Yeah, that's true. That's the difference. So let's see. Jennifer Street Market describes it as slightly sweet and not scary at all.
Wrong.
If you have to say that something you're eating is not scary, if you have to make a public statement, and you've made a mistake.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you can get your old candy corn bratwurst if you are out of your fucking mind at the Jennifer Street Market.
If anyone wants some sweet meat, that's where to get it at.
What else, Dan?
Let's talk about some more horrible food options.
Yeah, okay, we do that a lot.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, along with the Colorado Department.
So when you're talking about food options, and we're starting off that way,
the CDC, yep. Mm-hmm. Along with the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, is investigating a multi-state outbreak of Salmonella Thompson.
Wait a minute. Who is Salmonella Thompson?
I think he was a first baseman for the White Sox back in the 30s, I think.
Yeah, when there was that whole scandal.
Yeah. 8 men out or whatever it was. If you build it, he will come. Salmonella Thompson will show up in your cornfield.
Okay.
The outbreak sickened 102 people in 14 states.
Let's make that 103. I'm already sickened by it.
That's right. Colorado has the majority of the cases, with 82 of the people living in 14 Colorado counties. The cases have been linked to a seafood manufactured or processed by the Northeast Seafood Products Incorporated of Denver.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think I may have found the key to this salmonella outbreak, Dan. I mean, I'm no detective. However...
You are a private dick, though.
I'm a public
You're
dick.
You're a public dick.
As are you.
Mm-hmm. You're a private dancer, but a public dick.
Okay. I think the problem here is that I'm not quite positive what sea Denver borders that allows it to harvest food.
The Colorado Sea.
Okay.
I believe I learned that in middle school.
Yeah, so I don't know. Perhaps the fact that a bunch of fish are put on an airplane before they get all chopped up or what have you might have something to do with this.
Yeah, I would like to think that there's just a big a C-130 full of dead fish. And
they
just drop it,
fly over and
drop it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, Operation Dumbo Drop style.
I'm not going to allow an Operation Dumbo Drop reference to go on this show. I don't want our listeners to know that you've ever seen that movie.
Oh, I haven't, but I know what it is. According to the CDC,
big Danny Glover fan.
Well, yeah, of course. He's too old for this shit. The majority of sick people are either Colorado residents or reported traveling to Colorado during the week before they got sick.
Some of the other sick people have ordered that bratwurst that we mentioned.
The Denver-based Northeast Seafood Products Incorporated recalled the following items.
Uh-oh, here we go. Brace yourselves.
Yes,
if you've got a bunch of old frozen fish on hand
from Colorado, recalled include haddock, monkfish, bone-in trout,
not the bone-in trout,
grouper, red snapper, red rock cod, ocean perch, Pacific cod, halibut, coho salmon, Atlantic salmon portions.
The coho salmon, even.
Oh, that's the good stuff. Lane snapper, tilapia, all natural salmon fillet, Pacific sole, and farm-raised striped bass.
I think I saw a movie on Sundance Channel called Pacific Soul not too long ago.
Yeah, probably so. I think it was an independent. Mm-hmm. This is either the products that they recalled or the day shift lineup at a really bad gentleman's club.
Listen, don't go into the VIP room with Red Rock cod. Or bone-in trout, for that matter.
Everyone get your hands together. Welcome to the stage, monkfish.
Something tells me that's near the airport.
Yeah, it's over the west
Detroit.
Side. Yeah, ugh. Again, not by the ocean. No. Anyway, if you got this stuff and you're dying, that's why.
Just trying to keep you informed.
Yeah,
on that.
We're informative.
I got food stories, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
we like food. And we like stories.
Let's see. This comes out of Westbrook somewhere. It doesn't mention what state, but as usual, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
A driver was summoned to court after they were reportedly distracted by a Kit Kat chocolate bar. as many of us have been.
Sure.
And veered over the center line.
They're super complicated if you really consider the realm of chocolate candies.
Yeah, right.
You got to break them right on the right line. If you don't, you ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you break them off one at a time? Do you just bite through all of them like a savage? How do you eat your Kit Kats, Ricky?
One at a time, like a normal Kit Kat consumer.
A normal Kit Kat connoisseur.
Yeah, the driver was distracted by the Kit Kat bar and veered over the center line in Westbrook on Wednesday. Quote, "When we think about distracted driving, we usually think about cell phone use. But as this call from the other day will show, there's so much more that can cause someone to be distracted and drive dangerously," Westbrook police said in a Facebook post. Police say an officer saw the driver go over the center line and pulled them over. The driver admitted to eating a Kit Kat bar, which caused him to be distracted. According to police, he had chocolate on his fingers and an empty Kit Kat wrapper at his feet. Dynamite detective work.
Good job, McElpreng. You stopped another vicious criminal out there.
Next time, we urge people to wait until they get to their destination to break off a piece of the Kit Kat bar, Westbrook police said. Oh,
I'm sure they didn't say that.
no, they did on Facebook because they're
Dickheads.
a small town police department and thought that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I chuckle. This comes out of Huntington County, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
A very extreme burglar was arrested after the police say he broke into a home and stole a bottle of Mountain Dew.
Okay. Proceed. Was he 15 and was this 1997?
No, he was Matthew Lane, 34.
Oh, so he was 15 in 1997.
97,
roughly.
yes.
Roughly.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was reliving the MTV Video Music Awards, I guess.
Which,
By the way, did you know they just did a Video Music Awards? Which blows my mind because they don't show any fucking videos anymore. So why
right.
are they still doing awards for them?
yeah, why do people even make them? I guess put them on YouTube, but
I guess, but YouTube should do it then. Old Matthew Lane, or as the kids like to call him, Dumbass, is facing felony burglary charges after breaking into a home in Blair's Mills Thursday afternoon. Do you know where Blair's Mills is?
oh yeah, right there. You know,
No, you don't. Police were called just after 3 p.m. So he did this during the day, too. He didn't give a shit. He was daring. October 7th.
he was trying to live life on the edge.
Yeah, he was. He was doing kickflips down the guy's banister, I guess. After Lane broke into the home in the area of Crow Road, the victim told police that Lane entered his home without permission and took a bottle of Mountain Dew from the fridge.
He also pounded a bag of Doritos and,
Had a Cholito and told him to hang. Chill out, dude.
yeah, and,
Dude, don't call the cops. I assume he sounded
and
like
challenged him to a 2-player game of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
He was arrested for burglary and placed in the Huntington County Prison.
Oh, shit.
Well, if you think that's scary, he's being held on bail, Ricky, for $75,000 for stealing a fucking Mountain Dew.
Well, he likes things extreme. That bail seems pretty extreme.
I wonder what he would have got charged with if he'd have stolen a soda that didn't taste like piss.
Well, nothing goes quite so well with your 3D Cool Ranch Doritos as a.
I'm gonna stick here with my
As-
my pineapple Fanta here and drink this.
That one just looks like piss.
Yeah, what tastes like it too.
All right, Dan. This last story of the first segment here is not about food per se. I mean, I don't think I would want to eat it.
That scares me.
This wet monsoon season, oh God, brought out creatures never seen before by park rangers.
I'm intrigued. So far.
Three-eyed shrimp.
Oh, I didn't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
Three-eyed shrimp?
Well, four-eyed shrimp.
No.
I wear glasses.
You were never a shrimp.
No, well, my penis.
All right. They're prehistoric and have biologists across the country talking, Dan.
I'm sure they are. You know, them biologists, once they get talking,
It's just gabby,
just exciting.
gossipy
I
biologists.
can't contain myself. I have a three-eyed shrimp boner going on right now. I'm so excited about this.
I've heard you have one-eyed shrimp boner at least.
That's true.
Fast forward to 2021, and tourists near Sunset Crater outside Flagstaff found the creatures. It's an Arizona rarity you can't make up. I mean, I probably could.
Sunset Crater sounds like another stripper name.
Same club. They are ancestors of similar-looking creatures that date to before the dinosaurs, said Marge Ullman with National Parks Services. Sounds like a made-up national park organization.
Sounds like
It's
it.
too vague.
Yeah.
Ullman said it started in August when tourists were checking out the ball court at the Wupatki National Monument, I guess.
Is the ball court where you go to plead your case if someone says you weren't good in bed?
Yes. A basin created about 900 years ago by Pueblo people. The tourists thought they saw tadpoles, but they weren't tadpoles.
They were sperms.
It was actually these little prehistoric-looking triops, said Ullman. Triops, which, newsflash, means 3 eyes in Greek. are creatures that existed before dinosaurs. Thanks for...
As opposed to Triclops, which is a bad guy that worked for Skeletor.
Sure. Ullman said park rangers working at the National Monument now have never seen this, but because the ball court got so much rain, it was enough water to... There's a lot of references to this ball court without really telling us what it is for some reason.
So the ball court got too moist, and because of that, these Triclops showed up.
I guess. It was enough water to settle there for a week and hatch these eggs from underground laid there long ago, she says. Definitely decades, maybe centuries, said Ullman. This is such an unusual year. I mean, this whole monsoon season. So I guess they're having a weird monsoon season. I don't know anything about that.
We don't know anything about much.
Exactly. Ullman said the eggs are one of a kind. Well, I assume there's more than one.
I would assume.
Not only can they live through extreme temperatures and drought, but they can do something else too. If something comes along and eats them, they can survive the digestive system and get spread out in different places, she said. The bizarre side is one Ullman hopes they get to see again, but suspects hundreds of more eggs were laid this summer, which could hatch after the year 3000.
In the year 3000.
Yeah, that was a quick move on the reverb there, because I knew that was coming.
Good Conan reference. Old school Conan reference.
These kinds of shrimp don't live long. They only last about 90 days. So they've been dying off at the monument. Like sea monkeys, you can grow them.
I was wondering if they're going to be like brine shrimp.
Yeah, you can grow them, but they aren't the same species as the one found in the monument. Oh, so you can't grow them.
Oh, so never
you
mind.
Can grow something else, but not this. So why the fuck did we put it in the story? These are the questions I have reading these news stories.
All right, so some type of mutant abomination is now rehatching.
That's true. All right, Dan, I'm glad that fucking story's over. What's coming up in the second segment of the show?
Oh, God, I hope it's redemption. We're going to be talking about...
I wouldn't hold out hope for that.
No. Well, Ricky, we're going to be talking about the weed police.
Isn't that a Cheap Trick song or something?
The kidney police.
Oh, that's not Cheap Trick.
And looking at entirely the wrong video police. A lot of police talk, but nothing about Sting. Or tantric sex. Well, maybe tantric sex.
Maybe. Knowing this show. No Good News Network, the news no one cares about.
No Good News Network.
Milk kick. Kick. Everybody knows how to do that kick. Help kick. Pour a glass of milk real tall, getting proteins and vitamins and loving it all. Kick, 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 kick. Milk kick. Kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite help kick. Milk.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious flavored popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's good-ass popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn, your caramel, your...
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
White cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got...
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good-Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee mugs. And fanny bags for you. And they're all from No God Knows.
NoCadoos.store.
Gotta go to NoCadoos.store.
NoCadoos.store.
Apparel's collectibles and more.
NoCadoos.store.
Gotta go to NoCadoos.store.
NoCadoos.store.
You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. It's the Noka News Network, the news no one cares about. I'm Ricky French, and that's still Dan Colley, unfortunately.
What'd you do during the break?
A little this, a little of that.
Do you ever wonder what our listeners do during the break?
I hadn't thought about it before, but if I had to guess, it's crave popcorn and want a t-shirt.
I know where they can get those.
Me too. And they do too, if they were paying attention.
That's right. Pay attention. We don't do this just for our own fun and sanity.
Kind of do.
Well, yeah, for the most part. Hey, Ricky, York County, Pennsylvania. You ever been there?
No, I don't believe so.
I have. So the Newberry Township Police say that a drug investigation led them to conduct a large drug seizure on October 1.
Uh-oh.
Multiple search warrants were executed as part of that investigation. 2 subjects were taken into custody and arraigned on drug-related charges. Newberry Township Police wrote, "This investigation is just one example of the department's goal of ridding our community of dangerous and harmful drugs."
Okay, well,
I'm going to now read you the full list of confiscated items.
I'm assuming it's going to be, fentanyl, heroin, PCP, those kinds of dangerous drugs.
We're going to start off with a .22 caliber pistol.
Oh, okay.
With an obliterated serial number.
An obliterated serial. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, all you squirrels beware.
They didn't just file it off; they obliterated it.
Oh yeah,
apparently.
Yeah. Well, these are dangerous drug dealers.
Okay. All right.
You ready for the dangerous drugs?
Yeah, I'm keeping that in mind. Yeah.
Okay. 762 marijuana packets at the weight of 5 grams each. 192 marijuana packets at the weight of 10 grams each.
Okay.
221 marijuana blunts.
Not marijuana blunts.
87 marijuana lollipops.
Oh, man.
A mason jar with approximately 40 grams of marijuana.
Oh, well, I'm glad they caught these fuckers.
4 1-pound bags of CBD marijuana. Not just regular marijuana, but CBD marijuana.
Is that even a thing? I don't know a lot about weed culture. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I thought there was like CBD oil. I don't know.
I thought CBD
works.
was in there. I don't know. 20 CBD packets of marijuana. Again, I don't know.
What is a CBD packet?
6 mason jars of suspected CBD marijuana. They don't know what the fuck.
They don't even know.
It could be apple butter. They don't know.
It might be regular marijuana.
Yeah, not
I
that.
guess. And not
58 marijuana bowls.
Marijuana bowl? Is that like you get at Chipotle?
Yes. Can I get a marijuana bowl with white rice, no beans, please? What's that CBD? That'd be 50 cents extra? That's fine. Just
I want the CBD bowl.
And 2 marijuana scales.
Uh-oh. Specifically made for the marijuana.
Yes,
these scales.
just for marijuana.
It sounds like.
Yeah,
okay.
it says marijuana scale on the side.
Well, I'm glad these lowlifes are off the streets.
That's right. Some dangerous drugs. Like they say, the weed police, they live inside of my head.
Right.
So, Ricky, along with all of those items, for example, the 87 marijuana lollipops,
Yeah. which are horrifying.
Horrifying to sound. It sounds like they also confiscated a bunch of the devil's lettuce.
Approximately 26 jazz cigarettes. they
That's
got.
correct. A large mason jar filled with Alice B. Tokes.
They found several reefers, to my understanding.
Several reefers. They found scales that were specifically made to weigh Reverend Green.
A large quantity of sin spinach, I think
Yes.
they've uncovered. In
Yes,
this
they
big,
did.
Important
And
bust.
not to mention several giggle smokes.
Well, all I have to say is I'm glad the streets are safer now that this has been taken care of.
That's right. What would happen if people were walking down the streets enjoying giggle smokes in the open? I
Yeah,
mean, we can't have that.
Sounds like a weed-induced hellscape
That's
that I
true.
want absolutely no part of.
No, I will not live in a world where the pot demons run amok on the fine, upstanding citizens
Yeah, right.
of Pennsylvania.
You don't want that. Or maybe all this is bullshit. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, well, there's a little more police activity for you.
No, there's a lot of police activity out
Yes,
there.
there is. The U.S. Marshal Service led a multi-agency effort dubbed Operation Dunder Mifflin
Okay.
to verify the addresses of registered sex offenders living in the area of Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Well, obviously, the low-hanging fruit here is a Creed joke of some sort.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Toby, you're the worst.
Yeah, I blame Toby for all
That's
this.
right.
The operation was presumably named in honor of the sitcom The Office.
Why are you what you are?
Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, why are
which
you-
takes place at a fictional paper company. Well, thanks for the info. Despite the operation's name, the mission was serious. Well, actually, it was serious because they were trying to find sex offenders. Between August 2nd to September 17th, the U.S. Marshals coordinated with the Scranton Police Department to verify the home addresses of 219 convicted and registered sex offenders living in the area. U.S. Marshals said in a news release.
I wonder how many of them were listening to the Frog.
Froggy 107, I think.
Froggy 107. That's it. Yeah.
Trying to win the tickets. I don't know.
I
That was all funny until we mentioned the sex offenders, and then it gets a little tougher.
Yeah. Well.
It's probably best just to move on.
Well, speaking of sex offenders, it's time for the Florida Man, isn't it? That's right, folks. When you think sex offender, think Florida.
I always do.
Yeah, unfortunately. Titusville officers found a 37-year-old man sitting in his front yard holding a sword and chugging a bottle of rum upon responding to an act of fire Thursday.
Fucking Blackbeard?
Yeah,
Who is this?
It was fucking Calico Jack himself. I'm okay with a sword and rum. I have those at the house, but I'm not setting shit on fire. The incident occurred around 2:12 a.m. on Craig Avenue, where police saw flames 4 feet high stretching from the suspect's home to the middle of the road. The report continues.
He lit his front yard on fire.
Yeah, well. While the homes were within 20 feet of the flames, officers said the fire was extinguished before causing any injuries or damages to the surrounding houses.
Well, that's good.
Investigators said the suspect, Scott Taylor, was drinking Captain Morgan and surrounded by open containers of alcohol upon their arrival. They said the total cost of damages was approximately $500. Now, upon arriving to the Brevard County Jail, the report continues. Taylor charged with intentional or reckless burning of lands. That's why he was arrested.
Right.
They put him in the holding cell, and then he proceeded to break off the fire sprinkler head, causing the booking cell and room to flood.
This guy is like the Joker. He just wants to cause chaos.
That's it. Officers said the incident resulted in $1,000 worth of damages. Police previously responded to the same location around 5 times over the last 6 months in reference to illegal fires started by the suspect, as Ricky dubbed the Joker or Blackbeard. Hey man, Florida man got a Florida. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I won't say I'm surprised because I'm not. at all.
I was on his side when I heard about the rum and the sword bit, but
you
catching
know.
shit on fire is not cool.
No, it's not. Can't let a guy continually set a bunch of fires. You gotta
Well,
do
they've
something.
been there like 5 times.
Gotta do something.
I mean, shit. I kind of blame the cops on that one. After the third time, they should have just done something. I mean,
yeah,
no.
I guess that's true.
Maybe
All right, Dan, it's more police activity.
more police activity.
Yes, that's true. Massachusetts State Police are looking into a traffic stop that delayed the transport of a life-saving organ to a patient waiting in Boston.
Fucking oops.
Sources tell WBZ TV's.
Wait, if it was going to Boston, was it a liver?
No, I think it was a kidney.
No, that makes sense, actually.
Sources tell WBZ TV's I-Team it happened Sunday afternoon on the Massachusetts Turnpike in the Charlton area. A state police trooper pulled over an unmarked medical transport vehicle coming from outside New England.
Okay.
So they're not real specific, other than it wasn't coming from like New Hampshire
Or Connecticut.
Right. The driver of the vehicle was unlicensed
Wait a minute.
somehow.
So an unlicensed driver or unlicensed medical transport? Do you have to be licensed to transport organs?
I don't think so, or at least I don't think the trooper would care whether or not you were. I think this guy didn't have a driver's license.
Oh, shit. Okay. So
Somehow.
He was like an Uber driver
Yeah.
or a DoorDash driver or whatever.
The trooper called to have the car towed by Interstate Towing in Sturbridge. Over there in Sturbridge.
I don't care where it's from.
Inside the vehicle was a kidney needed for a patient
Shit.
at Boston Children's Hospital. So that makes it
shit. That's even worse. Yeah.
Sources say troopers went looking for the kidney after an operating room nurse at the hospital contacted the state police.
Wait. Why didn't the fucking guy that was driving the car tell them there was a kidney in the back seat?
FYI, a kid's gonna die unless it gets this thing.
Hey, officer, excuse me. By the way, no, I understand. I'll pay the fine, but there's a kidney in the back seat that needs to go to the hospital in Boston. Can you handle that? No? Nah, fuck it. It's fine. We won't talk about that.
As I had about a half a microwave burrito in there that I wanted to finish later. Is there any way you could grab that for me? Oh, by the way, a kid's gonna die without that kidney.
Yeah. What's in the cooler? No, it's not Sam Adams. It's a kidney.
Kidneys can only last between 24 to 36 hours outside the body. Troopers sent to the tow lot found the vehicle and the kidney.
So it got towed with the kidney in it even?
Yes. Yeah. WBZ TV contacted Boston Children's to find out about the viability of the kidney and the transplant. Of course, it was a medical thing, so they couldn't talk about
Right.
that. But yeah, they towed the kidney. Some poor kid's kidney. Hopefully that.
Hope it worked out well. We don't
In
know.
all honesty, all jokes aside, I do hope that worked out well. But that was a crazy situation.
That's fucked up. In Denver, we're going to talk about the police one more time.
Okay.
So, Denver, they have a system called the Halo cameras that try to capture activity.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with like saving humanity from aliens or something.
Like the Master Chief? Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't.
Not a gaming reference.
No,
that's pretty much the sum total of what I know about Halo.
I know, you're not a nerd.
No, I am.
Well, you're a nerd,
Not
just
that
not a
kind.
gaming nerd.
Right.
Yeah, you're kind of the nerd that I'd beat up. The North Carolina...
Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Oh, really? Is that what you want to do this now? On air? You want me to beat...
Let's finish up the segment. Then we'll fight.
Okay. A North Carolina woman was in Denver for a wedding this past weekend, but she was left bruised by a driver who hit her
Oh, okay.
with their car and frustrated by the subsequent response from police. Brianna Abb says, I don't live in Denver, but I definitely don't trust Denver cops now.
Well, I've never been to Denver, and I don't trust them.
No. She was walking near East 17th Avenue and Broadway Saturday night to meet with a group of friends, but she suddenly found herself on the ground. She says, I had the white walking man symbol, was crossing the street, and a man was making a left turn, and he hit me. The driver stayed at the scene, she said. The driver came up and was like, how are you feeling? I'm so sorry.
I feel like you hit me with your fucking car. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, really. But it was what Denver police officer told her that she sat in an ambulance that even left her more upset. She was sitting there and the cop said, I want you to know we have the Halo footage in Denver. You were not hit by a car. She said she immediately freaked out. The police officer told her she had fallen off a scooter based on the footage that he saw from nearby police cameras. She says, I was like, there were witnesses. And he said, nope, I have the footage. You were never hit by a car. You fell. You were on a scooter into the street.
Hey, that sounds like some fucked up psychological thriller plot line.
Yeah, basically. Well, it all turns out that he looked at the wrong footage because he's a dipshit. She goes to the hospital. She's fine. She was hit by the car. He looked at the wrong footage. She's now all wigged out and mad because she's afraid the insurance isn't going to pay for it because the official police records say she fell off a scooter. Now she's mad, and Denver said they're sorry, and she said stick it up your ass, and now that's a whole thing.
Well, here's my question. All right,
Sure.
so a presumably pretty unperceptive police officer looks at video of some other chick falling off a scooter and says that's you. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't have a problem with that. But the sheer fact that the guy that hit her is like, actually, hang on,
Yeah, I hit her, sir. No, you didn't. No, I did. No, you didn't. Fuck, maybe I didn't.
like, how was that? How does this even happen?
Maybe the officer was too busy enjoying some of the sin spinach and wasn't paying attention to what's going on.
Well, and the thing is that it says that a different officer went to the hospital to talk to her several hours later or whatever. How did it take that long to get to the bottom of all of this?
That's some crack police work, Ricky.
Exactly. Well, it's a good thing she wasn't murdered because that never would have gotten
No,
solved.
you didn't die, ma'am. No, you weren't murdered. Nope.
You're alive.
Yeah, you're actually just playing dead. You're laying on the ground, looking stupid. Get up. Get up. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore, lady. Get up. You're not dead.
They're just like going through denial. Like, I don't understand what that is. All right, Dan, what's coming up in the last segment of the show?
Oh, really? A lot more bad jokes.
Yeah, well, no, that's a given.
Yes, we're going to do the Curse of the Dumbass, Karen's Top 10, and Le Psychique.
No Good News Network, the news no one cares about.
Local News Network.
Milk's got the kick that gives you more. Milk kick. More nutrition in every pore. Milk kick. I got the kick and milk is it. The calcium and vitamins that you're so fit. Kick. So get on a health kick, let it pour. America's favorite health kick. Yeah. Get on a health kick, milk's got more. Have more milk, 'cause milk's got more.
Hey, Dan, you know what I love?
Yeah. You love long walks on the beach and slow meandering streams.
You know what else I love?
Popcorn?
Yeah, delicious
I
flavored
knew.
popcorn.
It's because we're doing a popcorn commercial.
From Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn, as to be more specific.
Yeah, every other popcorn sucks.
Grandma Bev's has a delicious variety of flavors to choose from.
Like Pop Secret, they're owned by Nazis.
Yep. I'm not gonna refute that. They've got cinnamon roll popcorn.
Ricky, I once heard Orville Redenbacher killed a man.
They've got your kettle corn,
Yeah.
your caramel, your
You know, the people who run Jiffy Pop are a bunch of racists.
white cheddar ghost pepper.
Yep.
Cheddar jalapeno.
I really think that all other popcorn brands are members of the Illuminati and control the government.
Whatever. They've got the movie theater butter. They've got.
Is it the mad scientist professors over at Grandma Bev's Good Ass Popcorn always concocting new flavors?
They're working on stuff, Dan. Get off their backs.
How about maybe something like a Fruity Pebble flavor?
They're trying some shit. I don't know. We'll
Maybe
see.
Popcorn Pop Rocks in it?
Everything they make is delicious.
It is delicious. So it doesn't matter what they come up with. It's going to be good ass.
Yeah, go to grandmabevs.shop and, go on and get you some. Yeah, we got t-shirts. We got others too. And we got coffee more. And fanny bags for you. Nose.
No canoes dot store.
Gotta go to nocanews.store.
No canoes dot store.
Oh, perilous collectibles and more.
No canoes dot store.
Gotta go to nocanews.store.
No canoes dot store.
You think singing like Hootie is gonna help sell some shit, or?
At least it wasn't that wagon wheel song.
Right, yeah. Welcome back. Snoka News Network, the news no one cares about. As always, I'm Ricky French, and that's always Dan Colley, I think.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Except for when you're Lucinda on the chat rooms.
Yeah, my OnlyFans isn't doing so well.
No, I imagine not.
People click on the name Lucinda and see me, and they just go, wait a minute.
Yeah. You should start accounting on that website. Only Disappointment. I think that would be a better fit.
Yeah, well, I was trying to start Only Dan's, but
No, yeah, that's not gonna work.
yeah, we did that bit already.
We did.
Oh, Ricky, it's Saturday night because that's when we record
And
these.
feeling's right.
The feeling's right. The feeling's right for you to do another story.
It's true. Third and final segment of this 30-second episode
The
of
big
the podcast.
Big 30-second episode.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into some psychic stories. Some
I knew you were going to say that.
extemporaneous. Yeah, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I saw the lineup.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Prosecutors shut down a French psychic postal scheme.
All right, that's
It was psychics through the mail. It's what is this? What was this? 1942?
wee.
The postal scheme that promised giant windfalls in exchange for an upfront fee.
You said giant win. I thought you were going to say winners.
Yeah, well,
Giant wieners.
this is sort of like that thing with that Nigerian prince, where if you send him the money, then you'll get the millions later. The letters would arrive in the mail bearing magical talismans and promises of soon-to-be realized fortunes if the recipient acted quickly and sent back a $50 fee. Tens of thousands of elderly people in the U.S., of course, responded and sent money orders to post office boxes in Switzerland, but the windfalls never materialized.
You know what? That's their own fault.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If you're dumb enough to do that,
I'm
it's
with
your
you.
own fault.
Investigators say they have now reached an agreement to permanently shut down the French company behind the letters, and that bars its owners from engaging in any type of mass mailing or prize promotion scheme in the U.S. ever again.
Le bullshit.
Exactly. And inspectors with the U.S. Postal Service say that from March 2017 until June 2018 alone, the scheme netted $1.4 million in proceeds from approximately 34,000 victims.
Holy shit.
They say the operator of the scheme, Robert Lays, has been running similar frauds dating back to at least 2012, so the money lost is likely far greater. So, yeah, this is just sort of a different version of the same thing. This is a real thing that happened. I don't remember what era, but it was pre-internet. There was this guy or maybe group of people, I'm not sure of the details anymore, but the thing was they would run ads in magazines, in the backs of magazines. You know, I used to have ads or newspapers or whatever.
X-ray specs.
Yeah, all it would say would be, act now, last chance, send $5. And there would be a P.O. box. And they never actually got, as I remember it, they were never actually punished for anything because they didn't promise anything. But a bunch of people were so dumb that they sent them $5 in the mail because it was their last chance and they had to act now. Whatever the fuck that meant. It was last chance to give me $5. I guess.
All right, so everyone out there, act now. Last chance, $5 to the Noka News Network.
Yeah, right. Go right
It's
ahead.
Noka News Network, P.O. Box 111, Marion, Ohio 43301.
Yeah, you
can
can
just
feel
send
free
us-
to mail us money in any denomination.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just be $5. It could be $50. It could be $100. It could,
I'll take $1,000.
yeah, it doesn't matter. We're happy to have it. So, all right, let's talk about some more psychic shenanigans, Ricky.
All right, please. Is this Dionne Warwick related?
No, it's the same kind of bullshit.
Is it Miss Cleo related?
Yeah, Ricky. A man is suing.
That's the daddy.
Daddy. A man is suing a psychic for fraud. In other news, water's wet. Alleging she falsely promised she could remove a witch's curse apparently put on him by his ex-girlfriend
Oh man,
for the small price of $5,100.
what was the extra 100 for? My bad.
Oh, incidentals. Yeah, it's all in labor.
Incense and
Yeah, exactly. Mauro Restropro of Los Angeles, California, sought out help with his marriage, and after a Google search for psychics on September 17th, he settled on Sophia Adams, whose website states she is a PhD life coach.
Is that a thing?
No.
Is she related to Wednesday Adams?
Wednesday, maybe. Or Sam Adams. This made the plaintiff more confident that he was speaking with a professional that could help him, states the lawsuit.
Well, that just goes to show how big of an idiot he is.
Right.
Well, she's got that life coach PhD.
Yeah, I got a PhD in dipshittery. But that wasn't the case, according to the guy,
You don't say.
who seeks at least $25,000 in compensatory damages plus punitive damages after Adams' services did not help his marriage in any way.
You know what probably didn't help his marriage much?
Losing $5,100.
Probably.
Yeah. During a tarot card reading, you know what? I always thought it said tarot because it looks like carrot.
No, it doesn't.
But it's not. During a tarot card reading, Adams told told this idiot he had mala suerte, or bad luck. He also had problems with money.
Yeah.
Adams then informed him that an ex-girlfriend of his had hired a witch to place a curse on him.
So she's out hiring witches and he's out hiring psychics.
Yeah.
I wonder why that coupleship didn't work out. They both seem like equally fucking nutcase.
Yeah, he's got real issues with women, it sounds like.
Yeah, he does not know how to deal with them.
Unless Adams removed the curse, Restropro and his family would be unhappy and in danger, she had told him. If the curse wasn't removed, it would ruin Restropro, his children, and his marriage, Adams told him. She would need $5,100 to remove it. So he gave her $1,000 down payment.
$1,000 down payment.
As a result, he has suffered anxiety and anguish and has had countless nights without sleep. The lawsuit also alleges that Adams utilized her business to bring harm onto others in the community by taking advantage of clients. He has named Adams Business Psychic Love Specialist by Sophia Adams. Her husband, daughter, and the landlords of the business.
Well, what the hell do the people that own the building have to do with it?
Fuck if I know, man. But this guy, he
So he goes in.
yeah.
He has her work up a quote on his curse.
Right. Yeah.
And she's
She's working on his Toyota Prius.
yeah, she comes back and is like, well, it's all computerized these days with all the sensors and everything.
Yeah, if this would have been a curse from before the 90s when they had catalytic converters, it would have been easy.
Back then, all you had to do is just sort of go in and fix what was wrong with the curse. But nowadays, you got to reset the whole system.
Right.
It's a thing. There's a big computer.
And nowadays with COVID, there's all kinds of part shortage.
Sure,
we gotta wait.
yeah.
We gotta wait on the incense.
The
It's coming from
chips.
China. It's a whole thing.
The curse chips, the production is backed up.
The cursed chips. Yeah.
So much. And now, it's.
Yeah, I'd like to help you, buddy, but we can get you in the shop probably next week or so. But
It's not that we can't work on the curse. It's just you got to understand that it's more involved than it.
Right. It's mostly labor. The parts themselves are real
right,
cheap.
yeah.
It's just labor because we have to get in there and we have to take the curse manifold
The
out first.
Curse diagnostics got to be run.
Yeah,
It's a whole situation.
We got to hook the computer up to it. It's a whole thing now, buddy. It's get it up on the lift, the curse lift.
curse lift.
Get up under there with some cursed torque wrenches.
Yeah, you gotta. The good news is that in this particular model of curse, they still put the grease fittings in so you can service them.
Exactly. So,
But
like, if
now
this had been one of them European curses, then the whole curse is sideways in there, and it takes we gotta take the curse grill off. And the curse,
Don't get me started on this European curse. My curse computer can't even read those European curses.
That's right.
And I got the best one on the market. It's all proprietary curse software.
That's the thing is these curse companies now they want to make sure that you have to take them to the curse dealer.
Right.
But you know what?
Want.
I've got the code in the back.
It's
I can
just an
figure it
extra
out
way
for
for
you.
them to make money on the curses.
Do you want us to go ahead and change your curse windshield wipers too while you're at it?
Rotate the curse tires.
Yeah,
while
you know. Oh, what? You need a new curse cabin filter.
That's what you need.
That's the newest thing.
You
Have you heard of cabin filters, Ricky?
Yeah.
By the way, mine and my wife's car both need cabin filters.
Yeah.
I got my oil change. I go, do you do your cabin filter? I went, no. I want my car to smell like farts and depression. I'm good, thanks. I just left it.
Well, job well done then.
Don't worry, I got the little black ice tree up here hanging from my car. Smells
Black
fine.
ice is the worst car.
Well, I don't have
fragrance.
that one, but that's the only thing I can think of that everyone would have got the joke. Okay, I think I have like
That black ice is a joke, Dan.
I know. I think
a horrible joke.
I think I have like Hawaiian sunset or something. Some other
That sounds way more pleasant.
horrible scent.
Well, I'm glad we did all of that.
All this psychic shenanigans just makes me think that in the future, Ricky, in the future, I see the paranormal news.
Took a little bit of the long way around on that one, but
Still one of the better segues.
and here we are. In a recently unearthed recording of an interview conducted nearly 30 years ago, a former assistant to Albert Einstein alleges that the famed scientist was enlisted to examine the Roswell wreckage, including the ET occupants of the downed craft.
Did they contact him while he was on the beach?
I'm not sure. UFO researcher Anthony Bragalia uncovered the remarkable revelation when he tracked down ufologist Sheila Franklin, who interviewed Dr. Shirley Wright in 1993. There's a lot of people involved with
Surely you're kidding.
this. I'm not kidding, and don't call me Shirley. About her time working with Einstein in the summer of 1947. What a great summer that was.
The summer of 47.
I remember like it was yesterday. As luck would have it, Franklin still had the tapes from her conversation with the former assistant, and what she told the researcher was nothing short of stunning. According to Wright, she accompanied Einstein to what had been dubbed a, quote, crisis conference that was hastily held in July of 1947 at a remote Army air base in the American Southwest. Upon their arrival, the duo entered a hangar that was under heavy security, and when they entered the building, they discovered that it contained a rather curious craft that appeared to have sustained significant damage.
Well, yeah, it crashed.
It was a disc-shaped, sort of concave, Wright recalled. Its size stood up to 1/4 of the hangar floor.
Well, how big was the hangar?
I don't know.
Okay, so that doesn't help any.
While her response to the strange scene was one of, quote, wonderment, half curiosity, and maybe half fear, she said that Einstein was not disturbed at all
And half-filled underwear with poop.
and instead was, you're an idiot, primarily concerned with what sort of insights about propulsion in the universe could be gleaned from the vehicle.
I'd poop myself if I saw an alien
You're
spaceship.
still an idiot. The strange event took an even weirder turn, Wright claimed, when the pair were then presented with the bodies of 5 nearly indistinguishable beings that had apparently been aboard the craft. Well, how distinguishable do you expect an alien to be? I don't know.
Especially if they smashed into the ground.
The scientist's former assistant observed that they were about 5 feet tall, without hair with big heads and enormous dark eyes, and their skin was gray with a slight greenish tinge. But for the most part, their bodies were not exposed, being dressed in tight-fitting suits.
And they are all working at a gentleman's club during the afternoon
Exactly.
named Salt Cod. And
The duo were then taken
Ocean
to
perch.
another area where there was a still living being that was struggling to stay alive and making strange sounds. but no coherent words. All right, so anyway, this lady is claiming...
I'm not sure what
Einstein.
language the alien was using, but I'm sure it was something like, hey, I just fucking crashed.
like,
And Einstein was like, nah, you fell off a scooter.
yeah. I saw the video.
Yeah, you fell off a scooter.
You didn't crash an intergalactic space vehicle into Earth. You fell off a scooter.
Yeah, it was a weather balloon. You fell off a
You
scooter.
fell off a weather balloon.
And he went,
Yeah, and that was you're not hurt. You just have swamp gas.
yeah, nah, don't worry about it. All right.
Excellent segue, I have to say.
A woman got mad at a Troy, Michigan store because they were playing a song she did not like. So she caused a scene. Obviously.
Okay, yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Yeah. Police said the 45-year-old woman was at Paradise Fruit Market on September 27th
Sounds lovely.
when she heard the song. She told workers that the song made her sad and asked them to stop playing it. I'm assuming it was Creed. When the workers told her they couldn't stop the song, she got angry and started yelling.
What
So-
did she think? Did she think the store had like a DJ in the back who was curating whatever was playing? In
Maybe we should go get a job being
a grocery store DJ.
a fresh fruit market DJ. Yeah, I can hear.
I mean, sometimes like if
maybe if we're lucky, we get the morning shift.
sometimes if the Gap is feeling nasty, they'll hire a DJ for an afternoon or something. But I don't think this fruit market does that.
Well, like I said, if we're lucky, maybe we get the drive time slot in the morning or something.
Well, that would be a step up for us.
Welcome to Kumquat and the Boys here in the morning at the fruit market.
Yeah, it's
Wacky DJs. We can play. They built this city.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of fruit related jokes.
Exactly. Hey, pineapple.
Yeah, quality jokes like "Hey, pineapple."
Is that a banana, Ricky? Or are you just happy to see me in the morning?
Yes.
All right, so she started bitching and yelling at these people. The employees called the police to escort her from the store, except she left before the cops got there.
Well, that was a smart move for a smart thing she's done all day.
Yeah,
sounds
I
like.
think so. An officer did find her sitting in a vehicle on Parliament Drive, west of Pall Mall Drive,
Wait a minute.
just down the street from Virginia Slim Avenue.
That's all cigarette. This wasn't in Northern Virginia. I don't know why all the streets were named after cigarettes.
I don't know either, but she was down near Marlboro Lane, I guess.
And Cool Avenue.
Cool Avenue, yeah. This story's unfiltered. She
You're an idiot.
she wasn't on the poor side of town or had been Bugler Way.
Yeah, you got to handle things on your own. That side of town.
As he was speaking to her, she got agitated, accused him of lying, and drove away.
No, he's not from the Denver Police Department. He wasn't lying.
Exactly. That's how you can tell. The officer tried to use his vehicle to block the woman from leaving, but she drove around him.
Well, good
job.
Nice tactic.
Yeah.
Sir.
She was stopped, arrested, and later charged with hinder and obstruction of a police
Do
officer.
you think Hinder was what was playing? And she got real emotional about that loving song about cheating on your fucking girlfriend that Hinder made.
the Lips of an Angel song?
Yeah. Everybody dances to that piece of shit song like it's a love song. But really, it's about some dude trying to cheat on his chick. If you took 5 seconds to listen to the dumb lyrics.
Well,
I mean, I don't
everyone-
blame you for not because they're fucking horrible.
Well, everyone loved
but
Skeet, 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 so no one listened to lyrics, Ricky.
no, listen, Dan. I've got a fucking bone to pick. Finally,
All
I mean,
right,
I know
here
it's
we
many
go.
years later, and it's kind of a moot point, but that's not a fucking love song, you idiots.
Well, neither is White Wedding.
Yeah, well, and people fucking dance to it and shit. I'm sure hundreds of people around my particular locale danced to that stupid Hinder song at their shotgun wedding, and they're fucking morons. Let's get matching tattoos with fucking Hinder lyrics on it. I bet it's happened. I'm sorry. That's for some reason you struck something there.
I just wanted to hear what it would sound like if Randy Newman did the Hinder song.
I'm not doing that.
Lips of an angel.
All right, that's all I'm giving you.
After she was released from the Troy lockup, she walked into the police department and began screaming at the front desk attendant.
Well, that's a good move.
Yeah,
that's not
smart.
going to end well.
They said she would not calm down, so they rearrested her dumbass and charged her with disorderly conduct at that point.
That'll
so
happen.
It does not say what the song was. I'm thinking maybe it was something from Levert. Cameo's Word Up, maybe.
Yeah, that song makes me sad.
It does. It's what song, Ricky, makes you sad? Seriously, what if you have to think about it? Is there any song that makes you sad?
There's just like Jason Isbell songs and John Prine songs, stuff like that are really well-written, heartfelt songs that I have an emotional response to. But I wouldn't say they make me sad. If anything, they make me feel like I relate to another human being better than it seems like you do on a normal basis. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, I got that. Like, there's one song that makes me particularly sad, and it's Texas Has a Whorehouse in It from The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Yeah, okay. Well,
But it's got to be the version that Dom DeLuise sings.
of course it is.
The other ones don't do anything for me.
I'm glad we could share that moment down. All right, one last story to wrap up the show here.
Thank God.
I'm right with you. And so is everyone else, I'm sure. 2 people have been arrested and are facing charges related to the theft of an Amarillo, Texas man's kangaroo.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Christopher Potts and Megan Sandifer were booked into the Randall County Jail on charges of theft of property worth more than $2,500. So if you were wondering, a kangaroo is worth more than $2,500.
Why does a guy in Amarillo, Texas have a kangaroo?
I don't know, man. The kangaroo's owner says it was taken on September 25th. The sad news, the kangaroo's still missing.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps joined the kickboxing circuit. We don't know what happened to the kangaroo.
The kangaroo went on to fight in MMA in a small town outside of Tijuana.
Yeah, well, you'll see him. That big kangaroo versus Conor McGregor fight.
He'd fight him if he's getting paid. They're fighting.
Kangaroo versus Jake Paul.
Exactly.
Or was it Logan Paul? I don't
It
know
doesn't
which one.
matter which one.
No,
Both of them.
you're
maybe.
right. It doesn't.
No.
I think that's a happy way to end the show, thinking about the Paul brothers getting their ass kicked by a kangaroo.
I'm just happy the show's ending.
Well, thank you for joining us yet again on the latest episode of the Noka News Network. If you'd like, you can check out our merchandise at nokanews.store.
You could also check out Halibut, who will be dancing all week as our featured dancer at noon.
Visit us on Facebook.com/Noka News Network or on Twitter @NewsNoka.
Make sure, everyone out there, that you stay clean and don't get involved in giggle smokes.
If you would like to send us an email, you can do that, newsroom@nokanews.com. Or if you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you can go ahead and call the Noka News Network hotline. The number there is 614-398-0770.
And it's always cheaper and easier to just go buy a Mountain Dew than it is to break into someone's house and steal one while kick flipping over their couch.
I think your approach to this wrap-up is good. You're sort of summing up the lessons that we've all learned.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're going to be into any type of mobile food or organ delivery, you have a license.
That's true.
That's always nice.
Yeah. And, if you're a cop, maybe watch the right video before you go accusing people of shit.
And remember, Hinder still sucks.
Noka News Network.